I think we did a little bit of that one actually. So we'll go to Polaris. Confirm. Yep. I'm a gift. I'm gonna get rid of all this. Mm. Oh, someone did join. I think it was Tammy.
Tis I.
Yeah.
Let's find these peoples.
Okay. You. Yeah. Huh. I am actually kind of surprised that we're having issues with people. So how's everyone doing out there? Whee.
Are you
The
got,
moment. What's up?
rid of your little coal guy?
Yeah, I got rid of everything. I'm just gonna be putting stuff on as I get stuff again. Except for my face. I never changed my face. Let me do that. Let me do that. Because I have to do it this way.
Okay, I'm still working on this
Oh,
one.
no, not active.
So I'm working on the snow bean, and then after that I have the snack.
I think. Oh no, I think I may not have been able to get that little guy. I may have fucked up and not been able to get that little guy. You have your Yule guy. I may have fucked up on that.
Hello.
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 Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
Fun. Just trying to figure out where everyone is. Oh, cool. Okay. I should actually. Yep. Yeah, I should be good. Screw it. We'll just start down. That way it doesn't reset.
Stretching out your hammies.
Oh, come on, man. I was typing stuff. You gotta kill me like that.
Sorry.
And then Megan left. So I wonder if she was dropped. Hmm. Yeah, so we're just waiting for everything. I'm not sure what happened with Megan, but I guess we'll figure it out.
No!
You run right out, Tams.
I know. I didn't see it because I was just finishing a task. Okay. The joys of being dead. Whee! Do you have me on follow?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, why are you like trying to play catch up? And then I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I always set certain people. Like, I sometimes will set the killer to follow. She's going to totally die in that corner.
Yeah.
Why are you going away from it? I'm not sure why there is to say.
I have limited vision.
Yep.
It sucks that the vision thing only shows like in one direction.
It's because
Makes
it's
it
a
fair.
flashlight.
Yeah, makes it fair, but it's annoying at the same time.
Tiny Yule goat. What do I got? 130. Got everything there.
Yeah, I'm a little upset that I didn't get the Yule Goat.
I don't know if it was in a cube or if it was in a
In the store?
yeah,
Yeah,
the main
I
store.
don't either. But I think it was a special Christmas one. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh my god, these ads. These ads are ridiculous.
I don't want to be rude. I really don't want to be rude. But I hate when people say, like, be there shortly. I'm like, what's your definition of shortly?
I agree with that one because I have a friend of mine. When he says shortly, he's there in an hour, and that's not short to me.
No, shortly. But also, yeah, I'll just do the next one.
Shortly is like a couple seconds.
It can be, mattering on what you're trying to accomplish, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes extending up to 5 minutes depending on what they were doing.
I try to vent.
Okay.
And
Oh,
it's
well,
shot me.
that's great. Well, okay, I think I'll just do a circle here. Yep, I'm just gonna keep myself alive for another minute. I don't think it's gonna be possible, but you know. At least I'm gonna be trying here. Okay. Airlocks are gonna be my best friend. I'm hoping. Now, some people may classify this as cheap, and I totally get that. The other people would classify this as trying to stay alive. When you're trying to stay alive, nothing's cheap anymore.
If it's in the game, you can do it. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yes, Sam, it's the cheese. Oh, she got me. Oh, because I went back and looked. I went back and looked, and I knew I shouldn't have. I knew I should have just gone, but it's okay. Not a big deal.
Cha 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 cheese.
Yeah, no. If I knew it when at that one spot, I'm like, I shouldn't go and look. I should just vent or not vent, but go into the thing. And then as I was doing it, I was like, maybe I'll check one more time just to make sure she's actually coming here and she's not trying to pull my leg. And then, yeah, she was through, and I was being eaten. And I accepted my fate and stood still, and I shouldn't have.
Meow.
What the heck is taking Chris so long? Come on, man.
Yeah, if the Yule Goat is still available in the store, it'll. I think it said it cost 5,000 beans.
Yeah, I think I have just 5,000 beans.
There we go.
Hey, that's not fair. Damn, come with me. Oh, Chris is dead. Oh,
Ah,
Walter's dead. Cam, is that you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought I was hiding well enough.
You hide here, Thames. I'll do over here. Watch. I think it's just you and me, Thames.
Yep.
When she comes, just tell me. And then run, of course, towards me.
She's coming.
Okay?
Yep.
Run to me. Oh shit, I may have fucked this up. I fucked it up. Kill us both. Didn't just.
See, that's the only issue is that we keep getting caught up on like the door sides and stuff.
Yeah. Are you gonna come with me, Thames?
Yep.
I'm waiting for you.
Here, I'm here. Go.
You want the other end?
I'll take this one.
You'll take this one? Okay.
Oh, she's nearby.
She's coming?
Yeah, she's nearby.
Okay. Just make sure. Yeah.
It's yellow on my radar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Open the door. She opened the door.
Hey, I'm waiting for you. Oh, I thought you were already here. I thought you were already here. No! We're gonna die. Get in. Quick. Oh, she never came.
Okay. Got it all set up.
I got myself killed. Run, Tabs.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
So I hope you know what's playing, in case anyone's curious, so that we're not supposed to tell Tammy any information.
Ah!
So I couldn't tell her to, where the killer is or anything like that.
For some reason, my controller doesn't want to work for this game now, which is weird.
I was gonna say maybe it was in one of the options.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna have easy time then.
Yep. I'm sure you will. Even if I was on the controller, you still have an easy time.
No, you have the advantage here, man.
How do I have an advantage?
Because everyone sucks. Except for me and Tammy.
Hey. I'm sorry, unlike you, I'm actually doing tasks.
Yeah, but I don't need to do tasks. I just need to survive. And right now, I'm actually doing tasks. It's just against her. I was not doing tasks.
Hello.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh. Chris has his first victim. And I'm done. Done my tasks. Thames, when you're done your task, come meet me in our secret makeout location.
I'm being chased
Fuck
right now.
sakes. No, you lost you.
On my task too.
Yeah, well, you can go wherever you want to. Do. Oh, I can actually see Tammy's screen. I forgot that I'm actually watching her stream.
Running away, running away. And runners.
I wouldn't be here, Thames. I actually don't know where he is, but
Not anywhere near any of you.
my thing keeps telling me otherwise.
You thing's lying.
The ham scared the shit out of me. I think you were on the other side of the wall from me. But because I wasn't watching your screen, I couldn't tell. Oh, holy shit. Like, it kept going up and going up and going up and going up, and then all of a sudden I just saw someone in my perfume. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. And it was just this ham guy.
I'll be right back. Join you in a second.
Send down my pets.
Yeah, it just gives me mouse and keyboard.
Weird.
When I see the little ham stretching, that's all I think of now is stretching out your hammies.
Fuck that JJ.
Banana.
Banana. Banana.
Oh, cool, I'm a killer. Ugh. I fell down. Ugh. Why did I fall down?
Nom 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 nom.
Anyone in here? Anyone over here? Anyone down here? Oh, hey, Hammies.
I got really concerned there for a second because I was like, my radar says you're not anywhere near me.
Damn it.
Oh, I killed a ham. Oh, I found someone. For a brief second. Because my radar said kill.
Yeah, sometimes for some reason the kill button doesn't work.
Oh no, I didn't notice anyone, but apparently someone hit my light just enough that I could kill them. Oh, the music got really loud all of a sudden. See you later, Megan.
Yay. Tasks are done for moi.
Hey, Panda.
Hello.
Yeah, I keep getting stuck on the little thingies. Little thingies there, Tams, pretty badly.
Yep, they are kind of annoying.
I don't know why she's getting mad.
No idea.
Wow, she sounds like she's getting really mad.
Is she playing Call of Duty?
By Call of Duty in this game? Yes.
Because usually that's what happens when people get mad. They play Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, I just heard her getting, like, really mad. I'm like, what, is she getting mad because I killed her? Just like, I understand that she was on top of the vent and probably pressed the vent button and it didn't register.
That happens a lot.
I know,
It sucks, but it does.
It happened to you, too. I
Yeah.
saw it happen to you. You got on top of the vent and I knew you were pressing the vent button and I killed you. Because it can only register one of the two actions.
Yeah.
So it registers the killers first, and it totally makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I agree with you.
It sucks, but I agree. I understand why he's doing it. Chris, when you're ready, you need to join.
Pet pet.
No, the only reason I say that because I started playing Call of Duty again, and I hearing a lot of people rage today online is so much fun to hear that.
Yeah, see, I'm not a fan of certain games like that because I either have one of two problems. My problems is either I will play the game and then just not. I have to get into the mindset of just not caring if I die. But then I start questioning how the fuck did he get me? Like I got the drop on him. I start shooting him. I unloaded an entire clip into him. He turns around and unloads his clip into me and kills me.
What are you talking about?
Oh, just
Call of Duty.
Any game similar to it.
Actually,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can tell you why sometimes that happens. It all depends on yours and his internet connection.
Yeah, see, when it starts getting into stuff like that, I can't be competitive.
Yeah. See, that's why I play just for stupidity and boredom.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever done. Yeah, I'm not doing the task. I don't know why the game would even give me that task. That is the worst task in the world.
Which task
Is
is
it
that?
To find the
Scanning
planet. It wants me to find a fucking planet. When I have a fucking murderous guy on my tail. No, it's okay.
It wants you to stop and smell the flowers.
It wants me to stop and get killed.
Right, as a ghost, you can't do tasks. That's fine.
You can follow people though.
Yeah. I'll haunt Walter. Because why not?
Chris screwed me up.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did. You called him. You said his name really weird, and I just basically didn't know what the fuck to do with my life.
Hey, Llama. Welcome in. We're playing hide and seek. Yeah, hang on. We're not on Discord. Fuck.
Oh, Megan's
should be
alive,
better.
so. I'll give you that. Megan's actually doing really well at the hiding. Oh my god, did you hear Yule? Oh my god, Tam, come over here.
Yeah, I know.
That's so brutal that he turned to dust.
Yeah, when I get killed, it gets lit on fire and it's like, ah! And then when I'm fully dead and laying there, it's a pile of ash. So
That's so sad.
I think I tried bringing it up the last time we did this.
Moment of silence for the Yule. Goat.
Oh, what's the trick?
I was doing the trick earlier. But there's also a trick of not getting overconfident when you're doing the trick.
So there's two tricks.
Well, one of them I think was, you want to see a magic trick, and then he was gonna, show how he was gonna make this pencil
You
disappear.
use the airlocks. You just use the airlocks. It's a really good trick. Yeah, it's just I get overconfident when it comes to that, and I'll sometimes wait too long.
That's good. Llama, in case you are interested, I am also streaming with the Relentless Undead, which is my buddy Rob there, the one who was talking to you, and his wife, Tama Panda.
Hello. Bing.
The fuck? Who rings doorbells?
My pizza delivery guy.
Oh.
I would say most delivery people.
I hate when people ring my doorbell. I hate when people come to my door.
You just hate people coming to your door. It doesn't matter what they do. You don't want them knocking. You don't want them fucking ringing the doorbell. Nothing. Just stay the fuck away.
Especially at fucking 9 in the morning when I'm trying to sleep. Fuck off. You want me to shovel your driveway? No. Get the fuck out of here.
Then just redo your doorbell. That tase them instead.
Nice.
Don't know if that's illegal or not, but
Tasing someone? Yeah, it's kind of illegal.
no. If you put it onto your doorbell.
Yeah, kind of illegal.
Yes. That would definitely be frowned upon.
Oh, I'm dead.
That sucks.
I was dicking around with too much stuff, and 100%. I've tricked her. I've tricked her. I've tricked her. Oh, I tricked her.
How'd you do that?
She knew where I was roughly, so I opened up the airlock so she would go into the airlock.
That's not nice.
Oh, it was totally fucking nice.
Walter wasn't specimen.
I tried.
Yep.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I saw my radar
The
thing
sound-
going
the-
off.
The music is really good in this mode.
Uh-oh. I think we saw her. She was going. I'm having done with single task.
Sweet.
Well, I don't care. This year's gonna be a fun year for games.
Yeah. Damn it.
Huzzah.
Why am I going this way?
I blame Mom. She got me distracted.
I agree.
But do you guys agree or disagree?
Oh, I died. I don't know how
Agree or
to
disagree to what?
That this year's gonna be there's gonna be fun with games, for new games.
I don't know. Every year has good
Oh,
games.
this year, like this year, it has games I actually want. Like, there's going to be Diablo 4, the new Harry Potter game, and Dead Island.
Diablo 4 and Harry Potter, I'm definitely interested in.
See, my problem is that Diablo 4, I'm afraid that it's going to be like Diablo 3.
Oh no, it's going to be like WoW
Please.
because they're putting mounts into it.
Yeah, but that's the problem. What I'm trying to say is, like, it feels every time they do a new Diablo, it kind of sucks a bit more.
True. But to me, but it's still a fun game to play. So I'm still gonna play it.
I was lame. I wasn't close. I think I wasn't close enough. But obviously, if you're in the light, you're fair game.
Yeah, but
Res 4 is coming out. That should be good.
Which one?
then
Resident Evil
Resident-
4 remake.
Oh, nice.
Tammy's looking for to not Dragonfall, sorry, Redfall.
Redfall. I'm gonna try because it's free on Game Pass. So it's if I'm gonna enjoy it or not. But no, I'm talking like the games I have to pay for. Like there's a game that come on the Game Pass that looks interesting, like Redfall. There's like three other games. I
Starfield
can't remember the name.
could be interesting.
Yeah. Is that the Bethesda one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The silent killer.
But the thing is the fact that like I have just like over the years, unless it's like certain games, I never get too excited about them because you know, they get delayed, they may get freaking
No, I'm personally not too worried about that. Oops, wrong way.
I'm just using it as a concept of like
Yep.
games
No, I
for
get
this
it.
year. Or they may
Oh, trust me.
suck or so I try not to get too excited about certain games anymore. And like I said, because you bring up the games for this year, that's another reason I never like get too excited about games this year because they can always be delayed until next year.
Oh, these are the games that have already been delayed.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they don't take it delayed anymore.
True.
Hey, Chris. On the concept of things that can get delayed more, how's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline coming around?
Ha! I'll let you know once it's actually out. That game's been delayed so much right now.
Yeah, from what I understand, they got delayed so many times that they stopped telling people when it was going to come out.
Yep. Fuck's sakes.
Video. I was looking forward to Dead Space the remake, and that did not disappoint.
Well, that's
I
good.
enjoyed that game a lot.
If I had the money, I was planning to pick it up. I didn't.
Yeah, I made sure I had the money. Oh yeah, we can't do tasks anymore.
I can't believe I duked that.
Hey, Tams.
Hey.
So, come here often?
Sure.
Come here, come here, come here. Don't worry, guys. I'm just making up with my wife over here. Wow. I think we won.
Seems like it.
Come on, Tams. She can't kill us in a second, so we're good.
Nom nom nom.
Like with the whole Diablo 4 thing, a lot of people are getting pissed off because they're putting mounts into it, and people are thinking it's to become a WoW situation. I was like, if they put mounts in it, who cares? It's gonna be, that's fine.
It's supposed to be a
And more-
pretty open world game.
Yeah, if they're gonna make it
Which
really
should be
open
interesting.
world, if they make it really open world, why not put mounts into it? If you have to run everywhere, it'd be boring.
Okay, here's my thing. I'm gonna say this for the record. My problem with games like that is not the fact that they have mounts. Mounts are great. It speeds up your thing. But the problem is that in Diablo's concept of how Diablo has been for so long, you have the town portals and you have an area that you don't know what it looks like and stuff like that. But it's not usually that big where you're gonna need
Nom nom nom.
a mount.
Not true, yeah.
But
Yeah.
when you start having it now where you're going to need a mount, my brain starts going to the idea of, oh, I guess it's going to be one of those places where it's so open world that it's going to take you longer to get to areas than to do quests. And that's how they're going to make it, like, the game last 20 hours more, is just by having it where the travel
It's
distances.
so open that it takes forever to get to wherever you're going.
Yeah.
Which I
Unless
don't
you
mind.
use a mount, which
Oh, I do, because the concept is that there's a difference between, like, I hate games like that because of the concept that I would like to just play them. I don't want to fucking spend 50 hours of gameplay just traveling.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I like exploring. I like games like Skyrim where you can explore the whole world, just run around and explore.
Yes, but you can also have the problem that when you
you can
start,
do that on foot. Which is how I generally prefer to play open world. I don't generally like mounts.
Well, my other problem with mounts. My other problem with mounts is just the fact that when you get to, like, when you're being attacked, how is it going to interact with you being attacked?
Yep.
I could, well, if it's like WoW, you just get knocked off.
Yeah, which means that in Diablo, you're already getting fucked.
Yeah, and if it's Skyrim, you can just maybe attack on the mounts.
Which means that you'd have less abilities.
Yeah.
That's
Who
what I'm trying to
knows?
say. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be. They have to
Good or
figure out a
bad.
way to balance it, and I think honestly that I could be wrong because I haven't played the game, I haven't seen the game, but just as a person who has played many games in his life, 516K gamer score, cough cough. There are certain mechanics in games that are meant to make games longer.
Yeah.
And there's certain mechanics in games that are meant to make games more difficult, like that the people don't flush out properly.
Yeah, true. I fully agree with you on that one.
Like I said, I played a lot of fucking games, so
Oh, trust me, I'm in the same boat as you. I played so many as well. Like, my gamer score is probably not as big as yours because I don't care about achievements as much as most people. I just
Yeah,
don't play.
but the thing
and
is
also,
the fact
I also play a lot of shooter games, so achievements I didn't care for.
yeah. But the thing is that with certain games, like with achievements, I find that with me, I'll explore more because the game has achievements, and I'm trying to get all the achievements. Like a great example of this was Fallout 3. I would have never gone to the north because none of the quests bring you north. I would
Oh.
have never explored north.
Makes sense.
But one of the achievements told me to go north. So I went north. Well, that's one of the issues I have with like games that are too open worlds. Like I just finished like last year I finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And there's so many things in that game that is literally based on the idea that they wanted you to play the game, but they didn't want to put it in stuff in the game that would make it easier to play. Like more like instead of like having basically the concept of having like 72 quests, they'll just do like 50 quests, but make sure that they're so far, like certain aspects of them are so far away, or you have to collect certain things or whatever, that basically it makes it have that filler time.
Yeah.
And Diablo, the way that the new Diablo is making it sound, because it's, you know, being more MMO and stuff like that, I'm starting to think it's more like the idea that it's going to be like, oh, do you want that legendary weapon that, you know, everyone's talking about? Oh yeah, you have to, there's a 5% chance this boss right here drops it.
Oh, that, yeah. That was a big thing while how had that sucked.
And it's, you know, with it being an MMO and stuff like that, these are the things that start getting brought up.
Fuck's sakes.
Fuck. I tried doing it too. You saw me.
Sorry, Rob.
Oh,
It
no,
was you
no,
or
no,
me.
fuck that.
It was you or me.
I could have actually ran and jumped into the vent down there. I was trying to trick him into going into the ventilation area, but it didn't work. But no, like I said, that's my biggest concern, is that stuff like that. Like, I've been playing Borderlands 2 a lot because I'm trying to get the last bit of achievements for Borderlands 2 for the 360. And a lot of people jump into my chat and they're talking about the fact that, you know, oh, do you have, you know, are you gonna go for this gun, or are you gonna go for this thing, or whatever? I'm like, oh my, like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, there's like the guy, one of the guys legitimately told me about a site where it tells you the percentage drop for certain weapons and all this stuff, and I'm just like, oh god, I would hate to be doing that, where I'm like having to beat the same boss over and over just for the hope that I can finally get the one fucking gun that actually works for my build.
So, Borderlands.
I don't do that with Borderlands. I don't do that with the Borderlands. Like, that's not how I play Borderlands.
Oh, no,
I
no,
just-
it's a game for example.
Well, that's the game I was talking about with Borderlands.
Oh,
But I
okay.
don't do that.
Like,
I don't do that for Borderlands.
I'm
I
the
just
same
go
way.
with whatever I have and move on.
See, I'm the same way. Like, I'm one of those people. Like, I'll run it. Like, here's an example. When Fallout 4 first came out, I didn't touch this. I explored the entire map, except for the radiation zone, before I did the first quest.
Yeah, but see, I just did all the quests because I don't like. That's the thing. You like exploring. You've already said this. You like exploring.
Yeah.
To me, I'd rather explore while I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
Because if I'm
Which
not
makes sense.
exploring when I do stuff, then there's no real point of me like, what? Oh, I'm just wasting time in a game.
Yeah, but I'm also one of the people that have like almost 5,000 hours in the new Pokemon game by shiny hunting and breeding.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that, and that's like, you know, fine. Like that's a thing you can still theoretically do. Like people can, you know, like that's something fun for people. That's fine. It's a badge that you can be like, oh man, I have like all the shinies. But to me, achievements are that and better, because I can actually show people I have all the achievements in this game.
Yeah. The thing is, I used to do achievements like I like on Diablo 3. I got all the achievements for it, and then a whole bunch of more stuff and more achievements stuff kept on going off it, and like I just got annoyed with it and I gave up on it.
There's certain games I have to 100% just given up on.
It's
Like, there's
also like there are certain games that I have almost all the achievements says there's certain ones because I don't want to play those characters because I hate them.
Oh, see, I'll play those characters.
I don't like raging, and and so many characters like, for example, Overwatch. They do certain things, certain characters get certain achievements, but those characters I can't play at all. And if I play them, I'll just get too rage induced, and I'll just rage quit.
Yeah, but
I-
see,
I don't
I'll play.
want that.
I'll play those characters because it doesn't bother me. I used to do that with a bunch of my friends. we used to play Overwatch. Me, Tammy, and a friend of ours named Owen. We used to actually like play Overwatch where we would just straight out. We would just straight out freaking go in, hit random, and just pick whatever character basically was given to us.
Yeah. But
And
the
then
only
we would
thing
actually
is,
stick with that character, like, because we weren't caring that, you know, if we lost or not, but we'd like stick
Yeah.
with that character the entire fucking time.
to be fair, I do play the most trolliest. The character I'm very good with is also one of the most trolliest characters in Overwatch. May is Bay.
Sorry, what, May?
I'm so good with May,
Okay.
but she's like toxic in that game.
Yeah, see, I used to play Diva a lot.
The thing is, mine is May and Junkrat. But
I
most
used
of
to
the
play-
time, I'm playing Reinhardt, or the girl with the shield, Zenyatta, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Because most people, my friends, don't like playing tanks, and tanks we need in Overwatch.
Yeah, see, I would play Diva because she was like a tank. She was
Yeah.
a DPS tank. And I used to play her all the time, and then I would also play I would also play Lucio if we needed an extra healer.
I used like I like healing too, but the problem with like the groups that I play with, a lot of them say I'm playing this only and only this.
Yeah, see, like I said, that's when your group sucks.
Yeah, I know. Ken's one
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
members.
yeah. We're not gonna say people's names. They're not here to defend themselves. We can't say their names. That's my thing.
Oh, true, yeah.
No, I used to play with a friend Owen, and yeah, the three of us, me, Tammy, and Owen, we would switch all the time. Like, there was a point when we were playing with that same person, and he was trying to play as a certain character and wasn't doing well. And then Owen jumped on that character and just started showing him off. But that's just because Owen was taking it as a different approach to the character. Because there's
Yeah.
certain characters where most people think it's done this way, but if you do it a certain other way, it actually works still.
Thing is, everyone has their own way of doing stuff.
Yeah, like with like Diva, she's actually classified as last time I
She's in
checked,
a tank, but she's in tank, but she's a really good DPS.
yeah, and that's what I would do. Is like I would basically tank hits. Tammy would like basically as Mercy would just cling to me, and I would just basically start tanking everything and then DPSing. And like I would. It was one of those things where when I got to a certain point, I would 1v1 other divas. Just to kind of prove I could 1v1 other divas.
It wasn't until I can't remember her name right now, but
The scientist one
Yeah.
of the bad group that
Moira.
can heal and
what's her name?
they heal and inflict damage.
Yeah, I got really good with Moira, and I can't remember if that's what she goes by in the game or if that's.
But we also haven't played that game since for a while. Like it became Overwatch 2, and we haven't played since.
Overwatch 2 is not good.
Woo!
Overwatch 2 is basically
made
Overwatch
it.
1, but with a season pass.
Which is something that they said they were never going to do.
Which ruined the game for me.
Yeah, because that's something they said they were never going to do, because they were trying to make it so that way it was always inclusive. I'm like, okay, cool. And I also really think it's stupid that they actually changed, like, I own Overwatch 2, because I own Overwatch 1, and they just converted it. It's like, not what we asked for.
Okay, it's the exact same game, just with season pass.
I'll be right back.
That's all it is. It's the exact same game, just with season pass.
Why'd you leave?
Like I said, I'll be right back.
Yeah, but you could have been a dead body. Okay. I
Switching
see.
console.
I was so disappointed when Overwatch 2 came out. I was so disappointed. I was happy it's coming free. I was like, cool, that's cool. And then it is basically an Overwatch 1 just reskinned.
Yeah, it's exactly what they did. And I knew that
And that
from
was
the very
not.
beginning. But the thing that really sucked is the fact that they got rid of like a bunch of what was like I could be wrong because I only heard stories. I haven't actually played it. But from what I understood, it's like
I
they were
played
going
it.
to restrict you. They were going to restrict you where you could only have like one tank and one DPS and one healer and.
No, the way they made it, where it was restricted to you had to have a tank, and you had to have a DPS, and you had to have two DPS and one healer.
Yeah, that's stupid. Because some of the stupidest things that me and my friends did was break the not be what we're supposed to be.
I know.
Just running around as all DPS.
Yeah, because they made it so if you chose DPS, you could not choose any healer or tank class.
Yeah, there's also
Which
times
was
when
stupid.
there's also been times when I was a tank. I was running around as a tank, and then you were starting to get pushed back. I'm like, well, the tank thing isn't working. I might as well just jump onto being a healer because that's what we're gonna need more right now.
Yeah.
So I jumped up to being a healer, and then jumped back to being a DPS afterwards.
They still have that mode where you can do whatever you want, but it doesn't give you as much points towards the season pass. It gives you nothing. So no one's really playing it. So queues are impossible to get into.
But no, it's like that was the things that were because you'll sometimes team up with someone who, going back to what you were saying earlier, you'll team up with someone who literally he only plays a tank. So it's like, okay, well,
Yeah.
now I can't be a tank because we need something else other than a tank.
Yeah.
And we can only have one tank.
Or if you just want to be trolls and everyone is a tank and just runs through the game.
Yeah, but that's fine then, because you have a bunch of the tanks, and you just you do stuff to get rid of the tanks. Like as Lucio, I'm just push them off the edge. So that's the idea behind what originally made Overwatch better than League of Legends and all that shit. Was the fact that in mid-game, if you're losing and your opponent is really good at fucking Reinhardt, you can pick someone who can counter Reinhardt.
You let me do the task and then kill me.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm like, there's two people here. And let them do their one
I'm dead.
task.
And then kill them.
I mean, at least you accomplished something.
Technically, I finished 2 tasks and I died.
Well, there you go.
But no, like I said, that was one of the huge things that I liked about the game was the fact that you could be playing, Hanzo, and then basically it's you're realizing that the group doesn't need a Hanzo right now. We need a fucking something else. And then you can just switch out because
or you need 2 tanks and then 1 DPS, 1 healer.
yeah.
Something like that too. I like that you can do whatever you want. And then they said, nope, not allowed.
I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing there anyway.
Yeah, flipping a card over and putting it on against the scanner.
Yeah, it's annoying to flip that card over sometimes.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, I almost got away. I was about to turn this corner, jump into that hole, and disappear. But yeah, no, I remember so many times where it's I'll be playing with fucking against someone, and it's just the team's kicking our ass, and I'm just okay, we need this. We really need this right now. And then basically, we get that. I'm basically playing that. We basically push back so that it's usually something like capture not capture the flag, but the one where you have to push it.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what I'm
I'm like, right now, you know, right at this area that we're stuck at right now, they have it fortified. I need to get past the fortifications. So I'm gonna play this character, get past their fortifications. Once I get past the fortifications and we actually move the thing past this area, I'm gonna switch back to the other character I was running.
Yeah.
But when you have like something like that, it's like, oh yeah, you need to DPS. Okay, well, I'm a DPS and I can't be anything else. Because we still need 2 DPSs. That doesn't make sense. Like, it screws all the concepts of being able to switch out.
The thing is, a lot of times I've won games just because we all decide to switch stuff around.
Yeah.
It gets rid of the fun of the whole do whatever you want shooter RPG thing, or online shooter power game.
Ooh, will Tim get this? Nope. Megan just. Oh!
Ah, didn't count.
You still
I was
killed
mashing
him,
the
didn't
fucking
you?
X button.
It's like good example. How was it? I got it.
That's okay. The point still just being is, yeah, that's why I never got back into it.
Yeah. That's why I Ken asked me to get back into Overwatch 2, and I don't like. Nah, I'm done. I'm not dealing with the season. Like, if I want to play a character, I'm not doing a season pass bull crap. And if you want certain characters, you either have to pay for the season pass, or basically get level 100 in the season pass.
Yeah. Like I said, that was one of the things that they really messed up on, because when they originally made that game, the whole idea was that they would never do
couple
season
more of the
passes
barbecueless.
because
And
of the
that's why
concept
I'm
that
a little. That's why
Please
I'm
and
a
thank you.
little paranoid with when the new the Hogwarts game come out. The guy said he's not gonna have any download contact into it.
Yep.
I hope he stays with that.
Yeah, but some people will like the people
No,
in
no,
God of War, for example.
I mean the ones that you have to pay for. He said that you can get everything in the game.
Yeah, just say the guys that made God of War. That's what their whole mantra was too. That they'll never do paid DLC. That if they do anything that deals with like updates, it's fine, but they'll never do DLC like paid DLC.
Yeah.
They
I'm
want
not
to
sure
be-
if if Elden Ring's supposed to be getting DLC, but I don't know if it's supposed to be paid or not. Thank you.
Most Elden Ring's DLCs are paid.
Elden Ring doesn't have any DLC right now.
Elden Ring Online?
No. Elden Ring is in like the game that's like Bloodborne or
Oh, okay.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, yeah.
Is the killer AFK?
No. She's
No,
running
because-
around.
Killer did come from me and Chris, and then we stupidly jumped in the hole too early, and then apparently I jumped out somehow. It's just I don't think she knows how to really come after us. Is it the same? She's using her phone. But yeah, no. Again, I don't mind DLCs. It's just when you change your discussion later on. Like DLCs is perfectly fine. I do have a yeah.
As long
I
as,
did have a mild-
as long as they're reasonably priced.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
Outriders
follow
can go
back
fuck
plus
themselves.
40. I appreciate it. If you are interested, I am also streaming with the Relentless Undead, who is Rob, and Tama Panda, his wife.
Yo. And Detrius,
I'm guessing you eat
that's
bags.
the reason why you see a sexy drow is because that's the one that's hiding the room code for me. That's my my original character Brocry. All of his
You'll have to actually change that to your actual profile.
This Brocraith is he's my fuckboy. What can I say? So, come here often?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah. I come here all the time. I'm actually here waiting for my wife.
Yeah.
So I would like if you didn't hit on me. I'm waiting for my wife.
I'll keep my eye out for her. How about that?
This place got a little too crowded.
I mean, it's a fantasy character, so I mean, if you want to call it that, I wouldn't necessarily call him my side piece, though. Well, it was an original character that I made, so I made him like that. So it'd be kind of weird. I don't know if you would consider that.
It's more like an alter ego than a side piece.
Yeah. There you go. See,
All
Rob
my
knows.
tasks are done.
Excuse me.
Plus, he wasn't like screwing everything that walked.
Bag? Bag, he actually did guess. He guessed that you would eat bags.
Yeah, I just got my tasks done. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm taskless as well.
I'm taskless like myself.
Yeah, you eat bags. I said that.
All of the baggies.
The
I
question is
took that
it
3
paper or
times.
plastic?
Run. Hopefully it's plastic, because we really need to get rid of that plastic.
Yeah.
Close the door, close the door, close the door!
Hey, Damon King,
Ah.
thanks for the lurk.
No! I'm the last one with 10 seconds left.
I got away though. I distracted him long enough. Run!
Oh. Open! Close the door! It's telling us when people die because we're playing hide and seek among us, so it's slightly different. We know who the killer is, and we're trying to run away. We can try and complete tasks to like lower the amount of time, but it isn't necessary.
Oh, I'm sorry, Llama. I didn't notice that you.
Llama, llama, llama.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta go.
I do apologize, Lana. I've been paying attention to everyone else's chat. Chris hates this, by the way.
BT dubs.
Hey, Chris.
What? I can't understand you.
Hey, Chris. You sure do have a pretty mouth.
Speaking of, he's the imposter. It would have been funnier if you were the imposter, to be fair.
I was, and I fucked up.
I was, and I fucked up. I was actually 100% the imposter. Llama put that there, and I was like, oh, cool. But I totally was paying attention to everyone else's chat and trying to be nice to you guys. And you were talking to your person. No one comes and sees me ever, so I was just like, totally acting like if I didn't actually have anyone. Sorry, I apologize, Llama.
Fuck.
What I miss?
Yeah, the original version of this game is It can be pretty intense.
Hey, Walter. I'm gonna eat you.
Okay. Well, no, that's The thing is, I know that Tammy can actually understand me.
Yeah. Not because I'm sitting in the same room, that's for sure. Half the time I can't hear him unless he's actually talking.
Can you kill the other person first? Thanks.
I'm not killing anyone, apparently.
Can you kill the other person first? Thanks. That's not twice I've seen Chris. And he's spared me. Unintentionally.
Let me in.
Yeah, Oh, there's Chris. And Dad. Why could you not spare me?
You're the first person I came across.
Lies! I saw you 3 times
No!
with other people.
Fuck's sakes, that was bullshit.
Oh, my vents?
I think it was. I think you would go through. He has to throw the light. You have to throw the light on them. To eat them, Chris. To eat them, Chris. You have to have the light on them.
I'm getting caught up on
Someone
stuff.
was behind you, Chris, at one point, and you ran past somebody. Well, I guess I'll be your only.
Congratulations,
sacrifice.
everyone, you survived, except for Rob. Because he is the only person I fucking found.
I saw like 4 people on your screen. You just got like tunnel vision. I think's what happened there, man.
I will pat my photo. Pet the little Yule goat. Pet, pet, pet. Rob's gonna be me now. No, come back.
Okay, hold on.
There you go. Rob
It's
is
not
me now.
perfect. There we go. I'm a bear. I murder people.
Wah-ah-ah.
Sounds like Devour.
What sounds like Devour?
Just her roaring like that.
Oh.
Him, whatever.
The bean. The Among Us bean.
Hey, Tams, come here often.
Seems like it. Seems like I'm stuck on this planet. This broken ass planet.
And I'm gonna say right now, if I ever had a job where the death rate was this large, just to do a couple
No!
tasks,
I was
I'm
hoping
letting
you
you
would
know
just
right now.
continue running. Run!
I would just not work at that place anymore.
Oh yeah, when the mortality rate's
True.
like super ridiculous.
Yep.
So how many people got?
Like-
So why am I getting, like? Why are we hiring 22 people? Oh, because
So
like
it's basically
22
the same
people died last
situation
night.
as it's the same situation as Five Nights at Freddy.
Except only one person dies every.
Well, unless you're including the kids.
I thought most kids don't die because during the day they don't kill the kids. It's only at night.
Yeah, but you're applying to a job where kids were disappeared from. Certainly dead. So you're
OSHA,
applying to a job that you know is bad juju.
OSHA absolutely hates Among Us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that not having railings around a pit of lava, not OSHA approved. Not fucking OSHA approved at all. Though it does remind me of this one YouTube series I was watching where it's like basically villains that were doomed to die, like doomed to fail from begin with. And it was like talking about the guys from Aliens, which is why I'm bringing it up. It's just and how like basically the guys from Aliens were setting people unprepared to deal with these aliens, knowing that the aliens were there to capture an alien. Sorry, I stopped talking because I was standing right in front of the killer.
That's fine.
Anyway, but yeah, basically, like, you know, it's like, yeah, if you want them to capture it, and you just don't want them knowing that you want them to capture it, okay, I get that. But then being so, like, having them not know that there's these aliens out there, like, leaves them so unprepared that it's fucking stupid. It's like sending a bunch of people into a normal civilians into a yard to fix a car, not informing them that the yard is a fucking minefield.
Yep.
They're going to fucking fail.
Yay, my tasks are done. Now survive.
Yeah, like this is not OSHA certified. This toilet is gone and there's a fucking hole here. Jeez. What else is not certified? At least they have railings here.
The
Giant hole.
the lava
No
thing.
railings. No even like signage saying be careful.
Oh yeah.
Another fucking hole.
Well, there's also no railings up to the tower thing.
Yeah, there is.
On,
Like to the
on
reactors? Yeah, there is. But there's none right
Oh.
here.
Pretty sure this
No, like
gas
on the top
shouldn't
there's
be
one, but
with the
not
rest
on
of
the
the
stairway.
storage.
On the railing up to the thingy. Yeah, that's all railing. All that
Oh,
red stuff
okay.
is railing.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. That
But
was
it's
that.
it's still the concept that there's a fucking edge of a wall there.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it's, you know, 1/100th of a railing. Yeah, like, I guess, you know, in hindsight, at least there's some railing.
That's the big picture.
Got everything. So I'm done. Snow bean. I'm on the snack one.
Yeah, I'm on the snack one as well.
Nice.
But no, like, the whole guys from, like, Aliens is, like, I'm pretty sure Aliens, I can't remember if Aliens 1, they actually knew that there was aliens and, like,
Oh, no.
the organization did inform
Alien-
them.
Alien
Aliens
1,
2 did.
Aliens 1 was basically they picked up a signal. After
Yes,
Aliens
but-
1, everything was was people sending people to their death.
No. But I think in Aliens 1, they still knew.
I don't know the new because the whole thing was that they picked up a signal.
Yes, but I think the signal of the ship, they were in the general area. The ship had gone missing in that general area,
Well,
and that that when they actually like say that they're going for the ship, somebody knew.
Maybe. Like, that could be the case, but there's no solid thing for that. But you might, you
I have
could
to
be
watch
right.
Aliens again. I have to watch Aliens again, or Aliens, sorry. But no, like, yeah.
I watch it every year, religiously, every Halloween.
I've tried to watch
One to
the
four, 1 to 3.
Prometheus movies again. I just can't get through them.
I can't watch them.
I've
I
watched them,
finished them, it's just-
once.
I watched them once, and that's it. I can't watch them again.
Yeah, even though there's a thing about how the Prometheus aliens were so stupid too.
The thing is, with the Prometheus aliens, it says humans created them, but in the actual alien lore and stuff like that, it was they were from a planet the predators took to make a perfect prey.
I think well, it still could be both. To be fair, it could
But the
still
thing
be
is,
both.
This was thousands of years before human had the technology to space
No,
travel.
humans never made them. The
But
Prometheus.
Even in Prometheus, it was a cyborg that turned them into the way they looked.
No, it was the Prometheans. The Prometheans were dumbasses. They were trying to make the perfect being. And then they
Yes, but-
decided that humans were like flawed, so they were trying to kill humans off. Pretty fucking sure.
Like
It was also very
the
convoluted. It was very
the way-
stupid, to be fair.
Like the way I remember the movie was they released the weapon on an alien race, and then it killed them all. And then he did experiments that used humans as test subjects. The cyborg did that turned them into the way they looked.
No! Rob hunted me down. Like the panda I was.
The whole movie itself was just stupid.
Follow the killer.
Like if it wasn't an alien movie and they said it was like two of their own separate things, I'll be fine with it. But no.
Yeah, but they wanted it to be an alien movie.
Yeah, but then they contradict their.
But I also think
their
it was very
entire,
much weird that they didn't call it an alien movie to begin with. They called it
I know.
Prometheus.
And what's the second one called? Those two movies. There's Prometheus, and then there was a second one.
Prometheus too?
I don't know the name of it,
Covenant.
but I'm pretty sure.
Covenant.
Let's go Covenant. Let's go Covenant. Okay. So I'm thinking like I'm pretty sure there was two. There was one explaining where the weapon came from, and then there's a second one explaining about the alien thing. Because Prometheus explained the alien, and then the Covenant came second, and that explained the where the weapon came from.
Oh, you got away,
Created the
Chris.
alien.
You got away. You got away. Oh, it's not you. Yeah, it's her. That's fine. She got away.
The whole
Woo!
thing's just confusing.
Over 10,000 little beans.
I'm just glad they didn't do what they were planning to do.
Which was what?
There was stuff surfing around the internet and stuff like that, but someone that was planning to reboot the Alien series.
Theoretically, that would be them.
They're coming out with a TV series for it this year.
Is it based on her daughter, or just something called completely
I'm
different?
good.
You know?
I don't really know.
I
I
know
don't mind
that.
I don't mind if you do a TV series if it's not about Ripley. It's just about cool little things.
Well, there was a rumor a long time ago that they were going to do a movie dealing with Ripley's daughter during the time that Ripley was in cryo because her daughter was quite
Yeah.
young, and then
Because
theoretically had
They made
there's like hunted her mother down.
they made that game. The game's pretty good.
The game is really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't really enjoy the movie Prey.
Oh, the
I
Predator
felt
one.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it, but it wasn't the greatest.
Tasks are done.
I didn't like.
I
it
have
because
never
the
gone back
concept
to
that-
finish it. I probably never will.
I just there were certain parts of it that just felt like they did the story wrong. Like it felt weird that the Predator was in our like on Earth before.
Well,
Like, way
it has shown.
before.
Well, in Predator 2, it did show them being on Earth way before everything. Like the weapons they showed he had and stuff like that. Some were like ancient revolvers and stuff like that. So it is possible. Like in Predator 2, it did show when they're on the ship. So it's possible.
But then continuing on, it was really weird that she won.
Yeah.
And like was able to take some of his tech and shit like that. It's and the way she won was so stupid.
True.
If you have not watched the Prey movie,
Fuck, I was goddamn.
I apologize. I'm trying not to do so many spoilers, but oh my! Do I ever want to start listing off all the problems I have with that movie? Primarily, it was like two major problems. I had two major problems with that movie. The ending, and like the entire ending. To be fair.
Little did I know, I died because Walter was on the other side.
And then the other problem was the fact that I think that the way that they did the whole thing about it being like kind of like girl power-ish, just kind of.
Yeah.
Me and Tammy are not a huge fan of like movies that are like, oh, girls can do anything. Like, fine, but that means like guys can do anything and we can do anything together. Why does it have to be just like one or the other? Like, I like strong women. Don't get me wrong, but I like strong women who still have like allies that are males and like can still rely on the males, even though they're the leader of the group. Like,
I agree. I agree with you. Like movies basically like when the women and men are basically equal and they do heroic stuff together.
yeah, because like I'm gonna soon start saying Prey spoilers. So
It's like
I'm the killer.
like for me like a movie I can't wait for is Dungeons and Dragons.
That should
Yeah.
be interesting.
I'll see if they don't screw it up this time. Hopefully they don't.
Yeah.
But with Prey, and we're gonna start saying spoilers.
Can't be
so,
any worse than the last D&D movie they made.
Yeah. So in Prey, I honestly think from the very beginning her brother should have been supportive of her. Instead of trying to take like that he's the one that killed it at that one point and all that stuff, I think what would be great is in the entire movie he was trying to convince people that his sister was a good hunter. That she every time that she wanted to do something, he would always back her up. Be very supportive.
I think the reason why they were like that is because like in the older day, like back in that time, women were more
Yeah, but there has been women in history who
Yes.
have been supported by males and have accomplished things.
Like,
But the concept is that
the one sharpshooter. There was a sharpshooter lady that was able to do
Yeah.
25 or 25 shots.
yeah.
Yeah. There's this in Western times. There's this girl, which is what Tammy's talked about, who there was this guy that would go to shooting competitions,
Two can
and he
die.
was basically like the best shooter in the West, and like he basically would always shoot like more targets than anyone else within a minute. And then he went up against her, and she beat him by one. And from that point on, instead of like trying to like reduce her to like not being like good or trying to make fun of her, no, he married her and put her as the head of his shows because she was a better shooter than him. But anyway, yeah, in the actual movie Prey, there's a lot of points where it's like he takes credit for like one of her kills and stuff like that, and then he becomes leader and shit like that. But I really wish it would have been more of the concept that he was trying to convince people that no, I didn't kill the thing. Like it was a joint effort. Like she really helped. And they're like, oh, you're just saying that because she's your sister. And he's like, no. Like, and he was like constantly doing stuff like that, and like throughout the entire movie. And instead of like at the end when he finally realizes, oh, I should like, you have a great strength. It should have been more the concept that he like. It should have been that the entire time, where they fought together the entire time. Also, I think that the other problem I have with the movie is that throughout the entire fucking movie, she's watching people get killed and just watching them. She doesn't help any of her people. She literally watches.
Yeah, I had issues with the movie too. I don't know. I just.
Oh, not timeout. I didn't mean to time the person I wanted to report them.
To be fair.
But
Like, the
like I
only
said,
movie
and,
I
then,
want-
and then at the end, it would have been nice if they had both worked together to defeat the person. Not
Yeah.
follow. Fuck off.
I agree. Okay. I agree with you on that one.
Because then it
Like
would have been
another-
this concept that it would have been not this idea that she could just do it by herself by tricking the fucking, which was so stupid that she tricked the predator into killing itself. That was so stupid.
Because
Like,
someone
I'm not
who's
saying
a predator should be smart enough.
it's smart enough to realize that it's one thing tracks its fucking headset laser, and then it doesn't have this head laser anywhere. So like, where the fuck's it? You know, like maybe not have it use that ability.
Yeah.
But no, it would have been better if like, you know, like they had like, you know, done together. And then it would have showed like the, you know, the concept of these two siblings who basically her brother had always treated her as like equal. And people had always underestimated his sister. That because the concept that she was a female, blah blah blah, which again, predators would not have given a fuck. Women are just as you prove yourself, you prove yourself. But it would have been great if, like, you know, basically it was like these two together. I'll get a predator because the fact that they had teamwork and. Because like one of the things is you could have it where like, you know, if you want to do the same kind of ending, have it where the headset can be turned off. And while the headset's turned off, like the predator's like, oh yeah, I don't have to worry. The headset's turned off, I don't have to worry. You know, and while she's about to shoot the one person, have it where the headset gets turned back on. And that's when
Like,
they outsmart him that way.
With their technology, he should be able to do that.
Ah. With a fluker.
You would think that they would have they would have the technology for that.
Well, there's that one point where I think without, I don't mean, I think, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that there's one point when he's not wearing the headset, that he turns the staff that she's using off.
Oh, does he do that with his hand thing?
I don't think so. I think he does it like just like kind of like he looks at it and it turns off. And like he's got cybernetics.
Well, like there's a theory that they're like a little bit psychic.
No, it's technology. It's got to be like the concept of the cybernetics in his head. But the point being is the fact that if he's got cybernetics in his head, allowing him to do that, then you know that the fucking stupid helmet was on. Oh
Yeah. I agree with you. The only movie I want to see right now is which one? What is it called again? It's is Allie? No.
Oh,
What's the one, the robot one?
Oh, Anna?
Anna, yeah. That's one I want to see right now.
Oh man, the moment I saw that thing, I was like, oh, so robot that goes insane, cool. Just one of those movies.
It's like, okay, it's like
What,
I know,
Megan?
but to me, yeah, Megan, that one, yeah.
Oh, Megan. Okay, it was still. It was just a simple name.
I know. The thing is, I know it's gonna be stupid, but I enjoy movies like that.
That's fine. But no, I'm telling you, like, the moment I saw it, like, it's gonna be one of those movies that generically it's just like, oh yeah, it's a robot that goes insane.
I don't think it goes insane. I think it doesn't.
It goes fucking insane, man.
Ow!
What I don't
Damn
think
it.
it understands the concept of
It goes insane, man.
if the concept of overprotection. It takes overprotection to a whole new world.
Dude, I watched a synopsis of it. I watched a guy break down the movie bit by bit.
I know.
It's one of those bullshit codes, things where it's like, I'm bound to her now, and humans are bad, so I'm just gonna kill all humans.
Except for her.
Well, she betrays me, so I'm gonna have to kill her now too. I'm not saying that's what happens. I'm just saying
Well, that
that's-
could happen. You never know. It was like I finally saw Smile. Smile was pretty good.
I haven't watched that one yet.
It's worth watching.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it's about.
Run!
Ah, you went in there. Ah, you went in there. Oh, there you are. Come here. Where are you? Oh, you lucky.
Run away! I do go. Go.
Yeah, it's just because when you're, especially when you're hunting, you move so fast, which actually becomes slightly a hindrance.
Yeah.
The worst.
No, what was it? There was a movie I actually was going to say that I was actually really interested. Oh, it's not a movie, it's a TV series. Percy Jackson.
Once that comes out, that should be interesting.
I didn't realize it until just recently.
Oh.
Edge is in it.
Yep.
Well, I watched I watched the Halo movie. It wasn't that. I mean, TV series. It wasn't that bad.
Wasn't that
see-
great either.
Yeah,
From what I
I
understand.
heard one thing
It-
about it, and immediately
it was
didn't want to
mature.
watch it.
What was about it?
That Master Chief takes his helmet off.
Yes, he does. That pissed me off a bit.
I'm like,
He
does
never.
no one
takes off his
remember
helmet.
Halo 3? When, like, literally in Halo 3, it is he actually has to get into a machine that takes everything off because he can't actually take it off.
Yep.
Or
Never played the
not-
campaign for 3.
That's fine. But in the end of Halo 3, he gets decommissioned. And he actually has to take the armor off, and the armor actually is, they have to actually go and put him on, like, a thing and
Because
remove it.
it's basically like bolted to his body.
And then the other one is the fact that if you actually read one of the books, which I didn't expect anyone to, but if you read one of the books, it actually brings up the fact that this guy's bringing up the fact that the cryogenic freezing that they have to do. When he went into the cryogenic chamber, the guy, not Master Chief, the guy had brought up the fact that he has to go in naked. Everyone does. Everyone has to go in naked because the chemical they use, if anything's touching your skin, it leaves a burn, like a like like a kind of like a frostbite kind of thing on you. Like the guy wore a bandage once. He's talked about, and for weeks he had like this burn mark. The reason I'm bringing this up is because he brings it, the guy who's talking brings up the fact that he cannot imagine how much pain Master Chief was in when he came out of it, wearing a full fucking suit of armor still. Like he cryogenically freezes himself in armor.
Yeah. And also, what also makes it worse is they all there's multiple ones in that program. They all take off their helmets willy-nilly and their armor too.
Yeah, no, Spartan, whatever Spartan he was, I think it was a Spartan 2 or Spartan 3. They never did, from what I remember reading. They never
Yeah.
did. There was
There was a lot of flaws in it.
It was Spartan 4, 5, and 6s that would I think
And
that's the
also-
other thing. That's the other thing that's really has always bugged me about like Hollywood in general, is that people with helmets, or masks or whatever, the biggest problem is the fact that they're like, oh well, that's an actor under there. He has to, have his face being seen.
No,
Yeah. He doesn't have to have his face being seen.
Yay!
Everyone knows that it's him. You can hear his voice. Whatever. Move on.
That's what they did with the second Dredd movie. Judge Dredd never takes off his helmet. Stallone did, which people got mad about. So when they rebooted it, he never took his helmet off.
I think he takes it off once, but that's also I thought it was near the end
Nope.
because
In the movie Dredd, he never takes off the helmet. Period.
That's the guy that's
Carl
what's his
Urban,
face?
yeah.
I thought at the end he takes it off because the guys are about to kill him and he tricks them.
Nope. Does not take it off at all.
Okay. Again, I thought it was. I'm not saying when I remember it in my head, because again, I'm just remembering something. But I swear he took it off near the end. But it was like one of those things where those guys had like pinned him down. I basically was like they're going to kill him, and like he was trying to distract them long enough for the girl to show up.
Nope. Doesn't take it off at all throughout the whole movie.
But still, we know who the fuck the actor was.
Yeah, exactly.
hold on. Let me go hide.
Or was it the girl that kept taking hers off? Yeah, that's what it was. The girl kept taking. I know the girl kept taking hers off, and he was mad about that. I remember that from the movie.
Comedies and actions.
Because she's a telepath, so she has to remove it so she can actually read people.
Yay, tasks are done.
So if you guys are in Medbay, run. He's in Medbay.
Anime is also good. Atreus was saying he does not like suspense horror style
Like,
shows.
I kind of want to get Crave so I can watch the new Last of Us TV series.
I heard it was good.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. It's really good.
I
But
just don't
seeing
have
how
Crave, so I can't.
Seeing how I've never played the game,
I played both of them. I love them.
that's fine. I don't have a PlayStation. But anyway, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, no, I watch. My problem with horror movies in general is that most horror movies use the bullshit tropes to kind of like catch people, and I just kind of like get bored of them. So they have to be a good horror movie. First off, I'm working for the team,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna
it's
say
not, I'm not a snitch.
we're on
I'm
the
not a
same.
snitch if I-
We're on the same side.
I'm not a snitch. If I can see the fucker, he didn't see me. I'm just telling everybody to be careful. It's like, seriously, in your logic, just I know you're joking, but in your logic, it would literally be the concept that I'd be on the radio and be like, "Shh, the killer has gone into the garden. I repeat, the killer has gone into the garden. Everyone, be careful." Shh. And then someone going, "Oh, we're gonna kill him later on, right? Because he just like snitched." What do you mean
Like,
that
I
you're
also
gonna kill
wa-
me? That doesn't make sense. I'm
I
on your
also
guys'
watched
team.
that new movie with Sylvester Stallone, the new TV series.
Tulsa King, pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that, and also.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. That's what it was.
And also
I was
that
thinking
movie.
about
The movie was in the Good Samaritan.
Samaritan.
Didn't really care for that
Samaritan,
one.
yeah.
So I saw the whole twist coming a mile away.
That's fine. My problem with it is not the twist that wasn't there. You've watched it all, Chris?
I have not finished it. I know
Are you
what
gonna
happens
finish-
though.
Okay. My problem is the fact that it doesn't explain something. Like the entire time it's going on about the fact of like, oh yeah, he's the bad guy, but he never explains why he was the bad guy, why he was trying to fuck over his brother, why he stopped when
His
his brother
backstory
died.
wasn't really relevant.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But it does. It's a little irrelevant when you're calling the guys are going on about the fact of like they're like
Well,
worshiping him
well,
because the concept that he's like their idol for like doing causing chaos, and he's like, I wasn't causing chaos. Okay, then what the fuck were you doing?
Okay, the whole thing was he wanted to kill his brother.
But
Yes,
why?
but Rob's question is why?
Was there some sort of
I-
disagreement that
okay.
happened that they
That they never explained.
was
That they
there?
never explained.
Did they like
That's what
share a
Rob's trying
lover
to
at
say.
one point?
Yeah,
Like,
okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Not just that, but like when they're talking about the fact of like he was gonna blow up that building and cause chaos, he's like, that's not what I was doing it for. I was like, oh, you were gonna kill your brother. I'm pretty sure they actually even say it at that point. Oh, well, I guess you're just trying to kill the other guy. He's like, that's not what I was doing. It doesn't explain what the fuck he was doing. Like he acts like he was just like it kind of feels like he was fighting his brother because he was trying to make his brother stronger. But then he fucked up and killed his brother. Oh, I
Yeah, I didn't care for Samaritan. Tulsa King was good. I enjoyed that. I'm enjoying The Last of Us.
No, like I said, I would have with that one. I think the only problem I had with Samaritan was the fact that it didn't explain that one key thing that, to me, kind of like would have flushed out everything. Why was he the bad guy, and why because he gave it all up. So he wasn't really a bad guy. He wanted to kill his brother. Okay, why do you want to kill your brother? And why, after killing your brother, you literally just
Damn it.
stop everything
ah,
completely. You don't tell anyone you killed your brother. You don't bring it up anywhere. You don't talk about it at all. I don't know. It felt
I agree.
like there was something missing there.
Like, except for that whole concept is the movie was good except for that part.
damn it.
And I will just for anyone that has talked like seen the movie or whatever, I am going to ignore the fact that theoretically he should have died in that building.
True.
The whole way that his body works, he should have died. But
when his brother died?
no. At the end, with the fight, he just somehow gets a second wind. Despite the fact that it stated that if he doesn't get water within a certain amount of time,
But
And
did
he
the
barely-
kid also spray water on top of him though?
like a bucket's worth kind of idea, man.
Not true.
He's talking about the fact that he has to
do a shit ton. Yeah.
oh, you were so fucking lucky.
Yeah, I'll be working alone tomorrow because it's Monday.
Were ya?
Yeah. It's gonna be like the first week that I'm gonna actually work the whole week instead of having random days off.
Ah, I tried.
Your ham gave you a win.
A hat?
Your ham. I saw your ham. I saw you and your ham. I was just bugging you.
Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Tasks are done. So Persona 5 is probably what you're gonna play tomorrow then, Patrius? Toes are cold.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm probably going to be playing, unless I get a really crappy sleep. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Subnautica.
I was not the high priest last month
Nope.
because I got fucked over
No.
by my boss and not paid the last day of the month.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, my boss needs someone to countersign the checks. There needs to be 2 signees on it, and the person who countersigns the check wasn't in town.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, no, anyone that doesn't know what the heck Chris is talking about, what the high priest thing is, on my channel, if you donate bits, you can become the high priest, which means that you donate the most bits that month. And then you get to decide what game I play. Eventually.
Oh, okay.
Chris is already, I'm still working on Chris's because,
I was high priest for 2 months.
well, there's that. There's also the concept that, I was playing Subnautica, played it once. It was like, oh, this is all fine, everything's great. Oh, and then all of a sudden, fucking, my sleep schedule went to shit. I'm like, I don't want to play Subnautica. Actually, I didn't want to play any games, but Subnautica was
happens.
definitely not one I wanted to play. Also, because the fact that I was like, oh, if I play a game right now, like, and something goes wrong, I'm just gonna punch something. So I had to like play games that didn't have anything that could go really wrong.
Yeah.
So I played a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I just found out recently that apparently it's going to take about 3 years. The one guy says 3 years. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but the one guy thinks it's going to take about 3 years to actually get one of the achievements in the game
Why that long?
because they are releasing the characters. You have to befriend 23 characters. There's only 17 characters in the game right now.
Okay.
And every couple months they release for free a new character. The problem is that it's every few months.
So who knows how long until you have to get all the characters.
Yeah.
There we go. Got all my tasks done.
Me too. Time to play hide and seek.
But I also may skip Subnautica again for a bit and try to get a couple of the games that I have actually completed. Like, for example, I think I have only a few more streams of Let's Build a Zoo, and I think I only have a few more streams of Disney Dreamlight before I have to take a break from it.
Yeah.
So I can always start trying to eliminate a couple games.
That is fair.
Also, I may just try to. I may do 2 games, and just basically punish myself with these 2 games. One is Rise, Son of Rome. I'd have to play on the hardest difficulty. And the other one is Dead Space, and I'd have to play that on the hardest difficulty. So I may just decide to punish myself and just
beat your soul down for a bit.
yeah.
It really is done.
Okay.
Time for her to go to bed.
I just unlocked the two, what looks like little oranges and lemon slices. And all I can think of is the movie Bullet Train.
Okay, so we're done. So we have to figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna be done or not. Megan's out.
Okay.
So it's just the four of us. We can just be done if you guys want to. I usually like streaming more, but at the exact same time.
Oh, we can't.
Hey,
Four
now.
people is not that fun.
Rob does not sound like a
we can
diesel.
different game. Hey! Watch your fucking mouth there, boy!
So we're done?
I'm kidding about the timing out part. Because like, I don't think 4 is going to be enough for this game. I think we need
That's fair.
more.
You need at least 5, right?
I
Yeah.
feel like we need at least 5 because
Okay, that's fair. Okay, well, it was interesting. I'm gonna sign out then, and then figure something out to do. Get some heat on my shoulder. It's bothering me.
okay.
So I will talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Yep. See you guys maybe next Sunday.
Yep, we'll figure out something.
Yep.
Okay. Now that I'm by myself. Yeah. Kind of shorter stream. We like to try and go for 3 hours, but sometimes it doesn't happen, which sucks. But, yeah, especially on Sundays and stuff like that. Which, of course, if people want to join later or whatever, then we can totally do that. If not, that's fine. You can always check us out, of course, on Discord. The link is in my descriptor. You can check Rob out for his streaming. He does usually every day at The Relentless Undead. You can check me out, of course, at Tamapanda, both YouTube and on Twitch. The other person that was streaming with us was 1969 Death Talon. And then there are a couple other people that we have that we usually try to stream with. But, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. If we're supposed to be gaming with Chris, which is 1969 Death Talon, or Death Talon 69. Ugh! The Relentless Undead. Hang on. I'm trying to do so many things. Pending. Except. There. Okay. And then, we're supposed to be doing stuff tomorrow after I'm done work. Don't know what we're doing. I think it's supposed to be Solasta. I'm gonna try and stream some Bear and Breakfast or some Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I've been putting that on the back burner. I also have some art projects that need to get worked on. But yeah. Other than that, I am pretty much outsies for until tomorrow, so thanks for stopping by, harassing my chat. Until next stream.